Hey gang, welcome back. It's I, DrBossKey, creator of Interstellar Sentinel, and today I thought we would talk about the weapon system because there are questions that come up around it and we have our own kind of unique take on it. So first and foremost, it's probably good to know that if you go to the level select screen and you go towards the bottom, you will find a level called the weapon room. That's where we're at right now. And the weapon room basically just gives you an opportunity to play with all the weapons without any pressure. So let's take it from the basics. So you have a concept called the weapon set. And your weapon set we talk about a little bit in the tutorial, but basically the weapon set is your top weapon here, which you can see me using. It's your bottom weapon. And this one's great because it has piercing shot, meaning that it pierces through the enemy and continues to do the same amount of damage to the enemies behind it. Fantastic. The bottom weapon is about 10 times more powerful than the top weapon. And you have your upper left corner, you can see we have these auto tracker missiles. These are really fun. And these all comprise your weapon set. So we're on weapon set 1. So if you get a power up,
weapons up,
we're now on weapon set 2. And here you can see that our top weapon changed. It has a bit more of it's a little bit faster, but also has a back shot, which is great, extra utility. And then we go to the plasma laser, which is a lot of fun too. It's super wiggly and does great damage. So because we have 19 different weapon sets in the game, just over 57 weapons, it's important to know that you don't get 19 times more powerful. What we do is we change the utility of your weapons. So you can see here, oh, this one gives you a bit more of a spread. And it gives you a really nice auto weapon in the back that takes care of your flanks. But it gives you this short range nod to like Einhander having like a plasma laser. And it's more like a laser sword in nine-hander, but this is kind of our flavor for it, which is fantastic. Anyways, before I get off the rails there, so as you pick up weapon power-ups, you will continue to upgrade your weapon sets to the next weapon set. Now, if you die, your weapon set reverts to the previous weapon set. So I think that's the main concept. Oh, there's this concept that we've tried to combat in our game. This concept's called the Gradius syndrome. And in Gradius, for the people that have known this, you get really strong, you power up your ship, you get all your cool weapons, and then you die, especially in the later parts of Gradius.
Weapons up.
And as a result, what happens is that your weapons completely revert, and then it becomes very hard to continue to regain your weapons and to fight all the enemies and the levels at that point. So what we've done on our game is weapons improve in terms of utility. So they change. So like here's a case where the top weapon is a short range, but it does a lot of good damage. But you have the bottom range, which is a charge up, and it gives you kind of an ever faster increasing rate of fire on the bottom weapon here with the plasma cannon. Okay, so that's one concept. Really love the laser stasis fields here that we have too. Super cool. So the other concept you're going to encounter in the game, now that you get an idea of weapon sets and how they work, is you're going to find weapon item plates. And so these are cool because they give you a preview of all the different weapons that you might get. So here you can see this is the octoplasma laser right below us. Boom. These always appear as a reward for completing pacifist mode. You always have 3 choices, and they are unlike normal power-ups where they just upgrade you to the next set. These take you to a very specific set in the game. So again, you can play with all these and see where we're at. This gives players that maybe aren't be able to get as many power-ups or to keep their power-ups or their weapons, this gives them an opportunity to regain when they complete pacifist mode. So, and you'll also notice that sometimes when you defeat certain monster trophies, or for instance, there will be cases where, like when you have a monster trophy defeat, you have, let me see, it's this one here. Oh, yeah. So this is a really cool weapon where you have essentially the electric lasher orb, right? So the electricity lashes do damage, and the orb has piercing as well. So you see it going through. So on level 2, if you get towards the end, right before almost the boss, you'll see that this weapon item plate shows up. And if you pick it up, you can use it to kill all the top enemies and all the bottom enemies before you thread your way through the columns in that section. If you do that just right, then you'll spawn an advanced monster trophy, which triggers a hidden mini boss. Super, super fun. So if you find sometimes that you're seeing weapon item plates in the game somewhere, that means that we strategically place them in order to build experiences that you might actually enjoy using that weapon set for. So probably the last thing to know about the weapon system in general is that weapon item plates are worth quite a bit of points. I think they're 10,000. Power-ups, I think, are 500. Their score multiplies against your current chain combo. So the weapon item plates are one of the best rewarding items in the game. And as a result, having a high chain combo, cycling through weapons, which is the core of the gameplay loop, which I really like, switching between weapons and, you know, and having that moment-to-moment change, which is different than a more classic gameplay style, where I used to be a player that loves to pick the weapon set that I enjoy the most and then just stick on that. And so we try to do a little something different to change our own like behaviors, but also to kind of design some new different systems. There's a lot of weapons and a lot of stuff going on with that, but I'm hoping people find and enjoy switching through the weapons as much as I do. And you know, we're continuing to improve and increase the utility of the weapons. And I think that's pretty much it. So I hope that was helpful with the explainer. If you'd like more of these, please feel free to let me know. And to everyone else, we'll see you next time.